Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Christy here to do the sun sign videos. So this is just a nice little introduction to your sun sign. This is for Libra. Everything that has encouraged me and inspired me to do these videos is in the description box below. I do have a couple of notes here so I can stay a little organized, and then of course I'm using the only astrology book you'll ever need, which is pretty much true. I've had this copy forever. So while I didn't go to school for this, I have been looking at astrology for 30 or more years, and it's just something I'm really interested in. So again, we're just looking into some major themes around your sign. This is just a nice little introductory 101 to sun sign in Libra. So let's begin. Libra, your sign is an air sign. It is the second air sign in the whole zodiac. You are ruled by the planet Venus. So you are special in the sense that you share Venus with Taurus. You're both ruled by the same planet. And it sounds like, well, that's silly because you're not even the same personality type. But here's the caveat. You are an air sign, Taurus is an earth sign. So you're going to experience that influence very differently. And as an air sign, as opposed to an earth sign, you're interested in ideas and fashion and creativity at a distance. You're okay, paintings. And if you're a clothing designer, you want to see that on other people necessarily. You're not going to necessarily model that or parade that around yourself. You have eclectic fashion or style views. People will never forget what you wore, how you presented yourself, as opposed to Taurus, which is really, frankly, all about comfort. Taurus is stylish and fashionable, but in a very comfortable way and very sort of in a hyper feminine way. Libra, while being ruled by the very feminine Venus, is a masculine sign. So and again, because your seventh house, there's this issue of partnerships. You have a really nice sort of the partnership or the doubling up of personalities or the viewpoints that the Gemini is very attracted to. And they are attracted to you, by the way. They really enjoy this about you. You have a natural sense of masculine and feminine. You have, your symbol is the what do they call? The scales, right? This is sort of your natural tendency is to balance everything out. So this is very attractive to the Gemini, who seeks that balance and likes that about you because it's very natural for you. So planet is Venus. Your house is the seventh house. Seventh house rules partnerships. This is about personal and business partnerships. But generally speaking, no matter what is going on in your life, the Libra sun person needs, capital N, a partner. You just do better in life. Everything is more successful. Everything seems better. Again, Libra, I don't mean that you're obsessed with relationships and no one else is, or that you're a codependent person within a relationship. That's not what I mean. I just mean that you do better than any other sign. In fact, you are more likely to become successful than any other sign because of a partnership. And this could very well just be limited to a business partnership. So choose carefully who you're working with and dealing with, and make sure that they have your best interests in mind. Your body part is, of course, the hips. No one is surprised. Very similar to the Scorpio, not the body part, just about presence. Libra has a presence about them. Scorpio does too. Listen, all signs do. I'm just speaking about walking into a room, okay? Scorpio can walk into a room and they have this aura. They can just sit in the corner and Scorpio has an aura, okay? It's like, it's intense. Libra enters a room and they get your attention, okay? And it's not like, oh, the Leo's here and it's a party. It's the, oh my God, look at how they walk. Look at what they're wearing. Look, and it's everything. So there's just a real fashion style sense of presentation when it comes to Libra and your fancy little hips. Your symbol, as I mentioned, is the scales of justice. I'm looking at a picture here. I don't know why the word is escaping me, but it's the scales. So you are natural at balancing things out. In fact, if things are going too smoothly within a relationship, for example, you might even catch yourself trying to put some, find something to get a little fired up about because things are too settled. On the other hand, if things are all fired up, you're going to find a way, to calm the waters and smooth things over. It's just your natural tendency, Libra. So don't let anyone say that that's a negative thing about you. I think it's a great thing. Your element is air. You're the second air sign in the zodiac. I did bring up Gemini for good reason. Gemini is naturally attracted to you. But essentially, like I said, because you have this natural ability to balance things out, and Gemini, because they're kind of like Quicksilver and they're here and there and everywhere, they really enjoy the sense of balance that you bring to the situation, even though, like I said, you're still an air sign, and you're still able to see both sides of the situation. We are going to look at strengths and weaknesses, and I was going to mention that for all signs, there's several strengths and weaknesses, and I'm only going to mention one for each sign just to keep it brief. But one of your major strengths, in my view, is the fact that you can balance both sides. You will take all the time in the world to come to a decision because you've balanced both aspects or elements or viewpoints. And this is also the symbol of law or the lawyer or the advocate, right? And that's for good reason. It's because fairness is a major component of your personality. You're always striving for fairness, no matter what. Fairness to both parties, to the circumstance, to the outcome. But on the other hand, that could be, if it's unchecked, it could easily become a weakness, right? You take so long to come to a decision. Sometimes someone could want to do something maybe a little bit spontaneous. And that's unsettling for you because you have to kind of be prepared for that. You have to, you have to know what to wear for the occasion. You have to have all your ducks in a row. You could even be it could even be expressed as something as simply as overpacking. You come up with so many outcomes or so many alternatives that even if you were going to go on a 2-day trip skiing where there's only one thing happening, you're going to pack for, the hot tub, or what if it's warm out, or what if there's a dinner date, or what if, you go for a walk and you don't want to wear what you wore skiing. So there's almost like an overthinking. But again, it doesn't have to be a negative thing. It's just, we want to make sure we temper that so we don't drive ourselves crazy with so many options. Your cosmic tie, yeah, you have a cosmic tie to Cancer. Cancer is a very emotional and expressive, very creative signs as well, but ultimately very feminine, but not to the point where, as I mentioned just a bit before with Taurus, where it's all about comfort. It's all about expression. There's this feminine expression, and it's just very natural, and you're very comfortable. In fact, Libra and Cancerian men can sometimes be considered or even deemed to be too feminine because they are very in tune with their feminine side. So don't let that hold you back either. This is actually a point of power for you. I did mention the modality. I believe I did say that Libra is, no, I didn't. Libra is a cardinal sign. That's your modality. That is the quality of your sign. So this is the pioneer. This is the go-getter. You're really good at leading the pack with something. So you can be very influential, for example, in leading others toward your vision, especially if you have a creative vision or viewpoint or artistic vision. You can very easily pull people into that because you're not afraid of being the first to do it. On the other hand, you can get a lot of slack for that. People can say, I've never seen that before, or that's too odd. I haven't thought of that before. So you can really be in the landscape of the mind or thinking in terms of ideas or even beliefs, or the way that you communicate, You can really be an explorer. You can really be a pioneer and introduce a whole new world of behavior for your followers or for your fans. And then attractions and your opposite signs. So I did speak to your opposite, I believe. No, I didn't. So your opposite sign is Aries. That's a fire sign. That is all about the self as opposed to Libra and partnership. So we have a lot to learn from our opposite signs. If you want to do that, you can just look up Aries sun sign and find out what they're all about, or watch my Aries sun sign video, and that talks a little bit about Aries personality traits as well. And then your attractions. So sun sign energy speaking only, you're going to be immediately comfortable in the presence of other air signs. So that's Gemini and Aquarius. So I just want to go over some final themes with regard to your sun sign. It says here that your most likable trait is charm. Yes, very charming, a lot of people would probably describe you as easygoing. There is a very easygoing quality to you. Be careful that doesn't get turned into laziness. You do love pleasure just as much as your Taurian counterpart that is ruled by Venus as well. But in a different way. They want, the tactile luxuries. They want, the personal comforts, the big cozy sweaters and the mug of hot chocolates. Your sense of comfort is like train tickets. You just want to go see the world at your own pace. You hate deadlines. So you just want this like overt overall comfort to do what you want with your time, okay? And with your space, with your mental space. And then your dominant keyword here is balance. Yeah, absolutely. Back to your symbol with the, I keep forgetting the word, with the scales. Yeah, balance is a major theme for you. You want to keep balance. So, but you don't have to work hard at this. This is very natural for you. And other people in your surroundings really appreciate this, by the way, if it doesn't come naturally to them. Of course, your special colors are blue and lavender, the colors of romance, harmony, and refinement. Your lucky day is Friday, and the lucky numbers are 6 and 9. So that is everything that I have for your introductory to your sun sign. Do look forward to your moon and rising signs series. Those are going to be forthcoming. And until we meet in the next video, take excellent care.